Okay, so coming back to the first question, why Germany? So free education, we've already discussed this. Second one being the second most powerful, the most powerful economy in the European Union. So the European Union is generally considered a single market, right? So the European Union's most powerful economy is Germany. And you know how powerful the European Union is. They have a lot of power in the international forum, correct? So a lot of rules are passed due to European Union and they contribute a lot to the global GDP. So imagine such a powerful unit is headed by Germany itself. So this is another reason. Third one being better employment opportunities, correct? So generally now recently a news article came that there are close to 4 lakh or 400,000 engineers in the jobs in Germany. So that is why like they are looking for good engineers and people in the skilled labor force. Even though they offer free education, still there are so much dearth of talent. So this translates to better opportunity. Fourth one being a stable economy, right? Germany is a very stable economy. Even when the due to the COVID crash, right, many economies crashed due to the big companies crashes. There is a reason why Germany is such a strong economy. It's from this. This is the reason, right? It is called Mittelstand. What is Mittelstand? Stand is basically small MSMEs, small micro, small and medium scale enterprises, right? So these economies are these people have less than 10 employees. Almost 80% of the Mittelstand has less than 10 employees, but the product which they offer is world class. These are the products where no one else in the world can manufacture, and they have patented the rights as well. So even if say someone in China wants to do it, right, they do not have the access to the tooling requirements, which is very intense, or the IP, which is the like actual intellectual this thing which is gone into this, or even the fabrication process. So generally in almost, it said that in almost every car, right, there's some German component in it. That is how much. So these Mittelstand not only supply to the auto industry, but they also have multiple. They are supplied to multiple industries, and they are these components are vital. Without this, many components in the world, many assembled parts in the world cannot be made. So they are very vital to every economy. And so for example, there are almost 3.5 million organizations of Mittelstand only. So this is the backbone of the German economy, and this is how they are very strong, correct? And 30% of them is export oriented, so whatever they produce. Let us move quickly in the video. So another thing is, after you complete your masters, you get a 1.5 years job search visa, which will help you to search for new jobs. Even after you graduate, for 1.5 years you can stay for free in the country without even having a job under a job search visa, whereas in US they'll kick you out after 6 months only. So that's another very big advantage for Germany. It's not daunting that you immediately have to find a job as you graduate. You have 1.5 years to peacefully search for a job. Sixth reason being easy to get a permanent residence. There's no lottery system, right? It's basically the set. So you should have this much number of like this salary, and you should be in this sector, and you should have paid taxes for 3 years, and you'll get a permanent residence. There's no ambiguity in the rule. There's no confusion in the rule. If you follow these pre-requirements or prerequisites, you will be awarded the permanent residence. It's very easy. It's very easy to understand, right? The seventh reason being, it's a part of the Schengen group of the European Union. So basically you can travel. Eighth reason being world-class companies, especially for mechanical engineering. Let us take the ninth reason as well. So good company for mechanical engineers in terms of manufacturing, right? So a company can go in 3 ways. Either in manufacturing, they offer manufacturing like China, Japan, Germany, right? Second one is through services. So India is a big proponent of this, services. Third one is agriculture. So these are the 3 major sectors in how economy can grow. And Germany is very good. The first one, which is manufacturing. They have this manufacturing prowess. Everyone knows, right? Made in Germany means a seal of quality and a seal of high quality product. 10th one is good employee protection. So there are multiple protections saying that, for example, your employee cannot contribute you, cannot contact you after 6 p.m. and you need to have 30 days of paid vacation. So and then you have even paternity leave, not only maternity leave. So there's a lot of laws only for the for the employees, which protects it. And 11th one again, so free healthcare system. It's not basically free, so you need to pay like an insurance company, but this insurance company is given by it's run by the government only. So there's no scamming, or it's not a private. They don't have a business perspective. They basically, you have to pay for the insurance, and you'll be protected under all costs. So this is basically like free healthcare, because you're paying a small premium, but it's free healthcare. It's absolutely free. No one's going to charge you for anything, right? So why not Germany? So now we've understood why Germany. Let's try to understand why not Germany. Let's speed up the video. First one, not the frontier of technology, right? So technology, Germany is not really known for technology. Technology is known for in the US, right? So IT, a lot of systems in Germany is still very old, still very archaic, right? It's not the frontier of technology. Although nowadays you might be hearing a lot of Industry 4.0, correct? Industry 4.0 interconnected machines, and this was actually started by the Germans, because the German government thought they're falling behind the actual Western world, that is US and all of that, and they wanted to go gain a step ahead. So that is why they started Industry 4.0. High taxes. This is obviously, it's almost like a fee repayment system, right? You've enjoyed the fruits of high taxes, so you got to pay for it. But again, when you're paying the high taxes, you're also getting good social security. You're getting free healthcare, free education, access to good, healthy, like water, healthy air, drinkable water. So the quality of life also is better. Weather, correct? German weather is very, very cold. So if a person is coming from a tropical country, a hot country like India, they might find it very hard to adjust. Fourth one being extremely high real estate prices. Say suppose you want to settle in Germany, right? Germany has one of the highest real estate prices in the world, and this is because of scarcity, correct? There's a lot of shortage of good quality homes, and even if you pay like this similar amount, if you pay in US, you'll get a house for a small apartment, a 3-bedroom apartment, similar amount, you'll get a very good house, independent house in the US. So extremely high real estate prices. So this is something you might want to consider if you're planning to settle over there. Learning German. But again, so this is almost known, right? So if you want to go to a country, if you want to settle into the country, you need to learn German. And German is also spoken in DACH region, so that is Deutschland, that is Germany, Schweiz, which is Switzerland, and Austria. So that is a positive, right? So if you know German, you can go and communicate with locals in Austria and Switzerland, correct? Holding a PR means you cannot go out of the country for more than a year without a reason. Correct. So if you hold a PR, you cannot stay out of the country. You can come, you can just pop out and go back to your actual wherever you're staying, but you cannot stay out of the country for 1 year continuous unless you have permission from from the local authorities. Correct. Too much paperwork. So wherever you go, there's a lot of paperwork involved in Germany. Even though the public healthcare system is free, it's very frustrating. So it's sometimes there's a backlog of more than 1 month. But the thing is, you can get fast track service provided you have an emergency. Germans, correct? This the reason I included this was because Germans are very forthright and very candor and straightforward. So some people might not like it. They might not wish you in the morning like say the Americans or the Western world do. But again, you get used to it. And Germans are really sweet if you know them, correct? This is a big point for many people. Everything is closed on Sundays. There's nothing open. Just imagine that. It's basically like lockdown on Sundays. There's nothing open except for the bakery till 11 a.m. I think. After that, there's nothing open. So there's no shops, nothing. Yeah, public parks and all are open, but there's no shopping you can do, or you can go drinking or partying on Sundays. And and also there are strict laws. So if you make sound on Sundays and all, people can call the police on you. Right. And 11 was German cuisine. So German is very they love their pork and they love their beef. So it might be a little daunting for vegetarians, although it's now slowly changing, and Germany is also incorporating the veganism and vegetarianism. So now we have covered in depth into why Germany and why not Germany. So now it should be very clear to you whether this country suits you or no.